I'm Maria Corcoran, and I'm a circus performer. I wasn't always able to balance a chair on my face. It took a lot of practice. And the first thing I learned how to balance was a stick, because that's the easiest shape to balance. So I'm going to show you today how to make your own balancing stick out of some newspaper. So all you need are about 3 or 4 sheets of newspaper, a scissors, and some sellotape. First of all, you need to lay out your sheets of newspaper nice and flat. And I'm going to roll from one corner all the way to the other corner. So I start off here really, really small. So I'm going to fold it really tight, tight, tight. You need a lot of patience for this. And if I get it really good at the start, I'll have a really strong balancing stick. So roll it, roll it, roll it. See how tight it is? And I try to make sure that I'm not going this way, but I'm still aiming for this corner, because that will make the longest stick. And longer things are easier to balance. So we want to make this stick as long as possible. Now it gets a little bit easier to roll. Almost there. So now I have this little bit of flapping at the end, and I'm just gonna tuck that in and seal it with some sellotape. Now I have a nice strong stick. So I'm gonna just cut the end off the bottom to make sure that it's nice and flat. Now I have my balancing stick. So first of all, I'm going to put my hand out really nice and flat, and I put the balancing stick on top. If I look at the top of it, I'm going to be able to see which way it's falling, because as soon as I let go, it just falls over. So when you're balancing anything, what you have to do is chase it around a little bit to make sure that it doesn't fall over. So that means if it falls this way, I have to move my hand this way to keep it straight. If it falls this way, I move my hand underneath it. So I always want to keep it fairly straight. And I'm going to begin by looking at the top. I really concentrate by looking at the top. And I'm going to just let go slowly and keep my hand there to make sure it doesn't fall too far, just to begin with. And when I get a little bit more confident, I can take my hand away altogether. And I have to keep moving my hand to make sure that the stick stays straight. You need a lot of space to make sure that you can move your feet and follow the stick. Once you get really good at that, so practice that for a long time on your hand, make sure that you can hold it still, and then you can move on to some more tricks. How about trying it on the back of your hand? Let's see. Remember, always look at the top. Ooh. How about the other hand? This can be a bit tricky, but it's always good to try things on both sides. Once again, make sure you look at the top. How about our elbows? I'm going to put my elbow out nice and stable. Put the balancing stick on, and where do I look? At the top, that's right. I need to move my feet to follow it around. What about some other body parts? You could try it on your knee. This one is extra hard because you have to balance on one leg at the same time. Okay. Whoa, that one is very hard. So as you can see, making these at home is very easy. So send us in the videos of the sticks that you've made and all the balancing tricks you're learning on rte.ie/learn. And while you're doing that, I'm going to keep practicing. Whoa.